funny because I really had no idea at all what I was gonna find when we came here.
So I've always been interested in engineering, and I wanted to do more mechanical engineering, but I was like, okay, let me see what architecture is about. I did a YMCA 2-week class on just 3D printing, and we got to build a layout of our house, and I just like being able to control like this goes there, and then this wall should be accent wall or stuff like that. So I was like, okay, let me try out architecture and see what it has to offer.
I thought that the place, like the feeling of like the place, like the atmosphere would be really stiff, stuff like that. But then there are actually dogs in here. that was really like interesting. There are dogs roaming around, and they use them so that like when they get tired or they're stressed, it's like a calming mechanism for them. And like they work in the same area, so there is no like hierarchy, and like the boss works in the same area as maybe like someone who just started working.
My biggest takeaway is that it's so much more than I thought. Like growing up in the digital age, I didn't have much expectation for how hard a lot of the jobs were. Like just designing like a website, or if a company comes to you with a project, how really hard it is to start from the ground up with a lot of the layouts and everything. And I found that everybody here just does it so easily.
So coming in the first day, I really liked that they gave us a tour and not just talked about themselves, but what other people do as well.
First of all, I really want to say thank you, MSR, for welcoming us into your working space. It was a really great experience, a learning experience, and to really like see like how you do things and like how a building is developed from its early stages. That was a really interesting experience.
I want to say thank you for MSR for having something like this for kids, because I haven't really ever heard of anything like this. And obviously like we found MSR and MSR came to us through NYC, but I don't really have any friends or anybody that would out if they weren't in NYC that would find anything like this. There aren't many companies that come to kids to try to like outreach to them. Kids never really get to see the different sides of every job.
So I just want to thank MSR for hosting the Minneapolis Youth Congress, but just bringing in youth. I know a lot of companies are hesitant just because they're like, oh, they're going to be rowdy or this and that, but they came and they seemed like they genuinely wanted to have us here. So I just want to thank you for being open to having youth in your space and just being very welcoming.
And for the other companies, I'd say that it's really important for children, because me personally, like the thing that I want to do when I grow up, the job that I want to have, it was influenced by someone or a character on television. And I feel like if children actually saw like the people who do the work that they want to do, they'll see what they're getting themselves into.
This is actually the second series of us hosting this workshop in the office based on our original connection to the Youth Coordinating Board. So I wanted to find a way to build off the experiences we had last year.
We just also wanted to kind of bring awareness to the profession. A lot of kids aren't introduced to architecture or design in school, or have a very limited idea of what it is.
My favorite moment was probably like our first day. We had everyone in the small conference room, and we were kind of crammed in this conference room because we had so many students show up. And we were all on different computers modeling our initials, and just seeing everyone get so excited, and then seeing our staff get equally excited that they were excited. It was really fun. It was fun, like we were feeding off each other's energy, and it felt really positive and like a fun exploration.
My favorite moment was actually today at our last session, when all of the youth went around and said what their key takeaways were, what they learned. I feel like when you put on programs like this, you always kind of worry that they're not going to get out of it what you hope they would, but they all took away different things that were meaningful for them, and it was really awesome to see the things that they learned.
Yeah, I definitely think more firms should start enacting more programs like this, reaching out into their local communities. Not every firm's the same. Even just my friends and my peers talking about what they do at other offices, I think it's great. I think MSR is very particular in the way that we are so interwoven. Everyone's working with each other no matter their status or occupation. But other firms are set up different, so I think it's great to show people what other possibilities are out there and get a broader understanding of the architectural and design community.